Right, as some of you lot know, we've been having a bit of a weird time recently with our referendum and what the result came out as. Now, I'm not bothered by this at all. You know, whatever happens, happens. But there seems to be two camps at the minute of, you know, Remainers and Leavers, and the government's going weird. Our Prime Minister has just resigned, or is going to resign. The opposite party, Labour Party, loads of people are resigning because they want to get their leader out, I think. You go anywhere on the internet and you'll see kind of fighting, well not fighting, but arguing, internet arguing about, you know, who was stupid and who was this and who was that. You know, that's whatever. But I've also seen a lot of people kind of airing their worries. The reason I'm saying this is it kind of applies to kind of prepping and survivalism. And I notice a lot of people are airing their worries, and because there's been a lot on the news about how the economy is going to fail, how the pound is going to fail or whatever. You know, mortgage prices are going to go up. You know, no one can ever go on holiday again because, you know, all this kind of weird stuff. You know, and some of it is to that extent, that ridiculous what they're saying. But I can't really say a lot about a lot of things, and some prepping stuff doesn't apply because we're still going to have food and stuff, you know, like that. We're still going to have water and electric. But I've noticed a lot of people are worrying about their money. Well, there's always been a prepping thing about collecting silver. But to be honest, it's not really something I've ever done. But I went out and I bought a piece of silver. I only bought one just to kind of, you know, just to buy one, see what the kind of prices were like. And I'd looked at the prices the other night to do with over the period of the voting, and there's a hike in it, a massive hike overnight from the time of the voting. So what I did, I bought this. I will explain in a minute if you don't know, but you probably know anyway. I bought this. I was just trying to be, you know, a bit with the times. It's a, if it'll focus, try and get it to focus. So 1 ounce, 3 nines fine, silver Britannia. Now on the back it says £2. You can get them for, I think, before the hike, I think there was about 17 quid. Now they're around about 20 quid. It says £2, but they're worth around 20 quid. It could be more, could be less, depends where you go. Now, if you're a prepper, then you'd probably know what the idea of this is. Like I said, it's the first time I've done this, first one I've bought. Don't know whether I'll bother buying any more or not. But I just wanted to buy one, you know, see how easy it was to get them. I had to register on a website to get this. You have to register your name and address and everything. So, if you're a prepper, you know what the idea is you buy your gold or silver and then you keep it for like uncertain times. So if your government crashes and, you know, your money's worthless now, you've still got some sort of currency. That's the idea behind it. You know, I'm no expert at all. I'm no expert on none of these subjects. I'm not no expert on the Brexit or house prices or anything. I know a bit about survivalism and prepping, stuff like that. But I just wanted to kind of throw this out there to give people an idea, because think a lot of people don't even think of this at all. So if you was really, really, really worried about your money, your savings, you could take some of those and buy some silver or gold. Now a lot of people, you know, that could be a worry in itself, you know, having stuff like that at home, but there is ways of doing this. You can buy this stuff and have it stored in vaults, but that's up to you whether you do stuff like that, you know. Yeah, so I've got this one. Okay, I'll just keep this as a, it's more, it was kind of just to see what it was like, and it's kind of a souvenir. It's a Britannia, you know, and I bought it around the time of our you know, the Brexit, you know, what people are calling our Independence Day. If they'd have had a UK Independence Day coin, I would have bought that, but this is the only one I could get. That's why I got it. Right, in the first part of the video I mentioned about the coin. It says £2 on it, and I said it was worth about 20 quid. It's not worth 20 quid. What it is, you'll pay about 20 quid for these online in the UK. Yeah, you'll pay 20 quid. But if you then took this coin to somewhere else, you might get, should have brought my phone out with me, the precise amount. You need to look at the charts, but if you paid 20 quid for this and then you took it and weighed it in, you may only get about £12.80 or something like that. So I got that slightly wrong. So they're not, you know, you'll pay 20 quid, around 20 quid, but they'll be worth around £12, £13, something like that. So the idea is you buy them and then you wait for the price hike to go up again, and then you sell them again, or whatever. Another part of this video is I noticed, you know, a lot of people who, so obviously the people who voted Leave are all happy as anything, you know, they're all celebrating. A lot of Remainers are very unhappy and they're worried. Maybe some Leavers are as well, you know. But go on the internet, you'll see it all over the place. They're very worried about this, that and the other, worried about, well, some of the things I've heard people say is, you know, they're worried about the mortgage prices, that are going to lose their jobs, the pound's going to crash, and the economy's going to crash. So the thing is, but I notice a lot of them seem to like really be doom and gloom, like it really isn't happening, that's the end. But I think that's the wrong attitude to have. Like regardless, you should always have an attitude of, you know, you can do something out of this, you know, you'll be able to do something. That's the whole kind of survival attitude. You know, you've got to have some positivity. You know, you've got to think, you know, we'll be able to get through this. There's something I can do. And even just buying a few of these, you know, not a few, you know, a fair few of these out of your money, that might make people feel better. But I'm no expert on any of these things, you know. I know a bit about prepping and survivalism, but I'm no expert on money issues or your house prices or anything like that. But I thought it might be able to calm some people's nerves a bit, that if they knew I might be able to buy something, you know. There's probably other things you could invest in, whatever, or, you know, put your money into. But that's just my idea. It's a well-known prepping idea, you know, there's a lot of, you know, what a lot of preppers do. It's my first piece. And to be honest, it might stay the only piece. As it's a Britannia 2016. It's like my Brexit silver. Anyway, if you got any info you can give me, or you got any advice to give other people, leave it in the comments and we can go from there. So anyway, cheers for watching. I'll see you later.